Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got a few stories here, man. We got Master P on consumer demand for the Snoop loops, man. We got Killer Mike on fixing child support. We got Kanye looks like he's going through the ringer right now. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about that, man. It's looking kind of crazy over here for him. All right, so wait, I'm just rearranging my stories right here while I talk to you. We also got the Big Cup Super Plate Big Bowl champions, man. They being interviewed and they talk about their driving influences. We're gonna talk about that. We also got some of the what is it? The people that we got Troy Ave. What's going down with him? Meek Mill's Dream Chase Savory. What's going on with him? Bow Wow. We got a lot of stories, man. We got a lot of stories today, so let's get right to it. All right. We ain't gonna try to keep you here all day, although I just covered about 18 stories. Listen. Apparently, Master P's cereal has been selling out at the locations where they're doing the right thing, all right? And when I say the right thing, I mean like putting the cereal on the floor, letting folks buy it at low prices of $2.88 and whatnot. You know what I mean? And also for, I think, like $3.48 or something like that. Would you believe, though, that Walmart tried to bump up the price of the Snoop Loops, right, to over $12? I think it's $12.88. Take a look at this joint real quick.
It's important to have a black-owned cereal company. Have a masterpiece and Snoop Dogg.
You know, cereal's for everybody.
You know, cereal's all about diversity in here.
We need more black-owned products out here in the world. I say this is a proud moment in history for black people.
We need to support our black-owned. We started from the bottom. Snoop and I became the first black-owned cereal, so important that we can be an economic empowerment. That's what we're doing. We grew up eating cereal, and then buying a latte cereal, and now we got our own cereal brand. This is a movement. That's a cereal company because we educate our customers. We made sure that we gave our customers great prices and quality products.
We have a high demand for our cereal. The highest price it been was $3.48. It always been on sale most of the time for $2.88. In every Walmart that it was in, it was sold out if it was put on the floor.
Walmart boasted the price of the box of cereals online for over $10 a box. They were trying to charge $11 and $13 for a box of cereal. And as attorney Brooke Cluse explained to me, Master P, that wasn't even for the family size. That was for a 12-ounce box of Snoop cereal. You had to pay $11 or $13, which defeated the goal that Master P had from the very beginning, him and Snoop, of having affordable food for communities.
Dang, that's shady. Ain't that shady, man? First, black-owned cereal and Walmart price gouges to over $12. don't you pay Walmart for your product to be sold at Walmart? So could they have you pay then price gouge so no one buys? That's shady, man. You know what I mean? That's why they're taking them to court. Okay, and the big question behind that is, why would they do that? Why do you think they would do that? I want you to put that in the comments below. Give us a little bit of engagement, man. It's crazy out here. Anyway, listen. Killer Mike has come up with a solution for child support. Now, look at you leaning in. Before I get to the child support thing, I need to address a comment that somebody made concerning the Killer Mike situation. Somebody said, let me see what they said. Because I was like, you know what? I got to address this comment right here. Somebody made the statement that said, they said, dang. Oh, man, did I lose it? I think I lost the comment. Incredible. Like, come on, man. You lost the comment, bro. No, I think I can find it. No, you can't. All right, listen. The comment said, they said, so now promoting staying in your own race? Great. But I never felt the genuine love I feel than I do with my girl who is of another race. Okay. So, all right, so I hear that comment, right? And let me just address this proper, okay? When Killer Mike made the statement that he made, right? This is what he said. Now the video didn't play yesterday, but this is what he said. Okay, I got the transcripts right here. He said, Walt T. Williams said there's only one case that he agreed with in terms of segregation, and people were like, well, what is that? Because, you know, you're free thinking the whole 9 yards. He said that one case is when it comes to marriage. You shouldn't marry a black woman because who's going to understand me like a black woman? Who is understand my pain, my strife, my struggle? Who's going to understand culturally how important it is for my black children to be proud, to be black, even when she didn't? You know what I'm saying? Where am I at over here? So the idea behind this is no one can fully understand what it is to be. Come on, man. I got so much damn activity out here right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my fault, I got sidetracked. You can hear it in my voice. I'm not thrilled. Listen. He said, who's gonna understand me like a black woman? Who's gonna understand my strife, my pain, my struggle like a black woman? He said, who's gonna understand culturally how important it is for my black children to be proud to be black? Even when she didn't birth these children, she's still a mother. Nobody's gonna do that like a black woman. He said, if your life decisions didn't bring you to a black woman, then a lot of the issues say might not be a credit to me. Okay? This is what he said. So essentially what Killer Mike was saying is that a person couldn't speak to him about the black experience if they didn't marry a black woman. That's just what he says. He says, what you got to say, it wouldn't be a credit to me. Or maybe it's not even credible information. It's not going to help him out. All right? So the way I look at it is this, and I agree with what he's saying. If we're talking about speaking on the black experience, I agree with what he's saying. Now, you could disagree with me, and that's fine. Okay? In the area of finances, someone from Wall Street might not take anything that I say as credible, or they might not view anything I got to say on finances as a credit to them. Why? Because as far as they're concerned, man, they from Wall Street and I'm not. I don't fit the criteria of somebody that knows a whole lot about the content in that particular area. That's what I think. So what he said is, you ain't gonna be very much of a credit to me in the area of discussing the black experience if you don't have a fully black family. This is what he said. And I understand that, and I can get with that. I actually do agree with that. Okay? And that's not to say you're a bad person or you don't understand or whatever. It's just to say, you know what? I can't take what you're saying as with a heavy weight of authority like I could from somebody that is not only speaking all that black stuff, but then went and married a black spouse, partner. You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And you're free to not like that. It just is what it is. But that's one thing that he said. Another thing that Killer Mike spoke on was the concept of fixing child support. All right. And he has a plan for fixing child support. This is a two-pronged plan. I think this plan is relatively interesting. Take a listen to this show real quick.
So back to child support. I think the solution is this, and I'm out your way. 2 years. Young woman gets pregnant as a teenager, young man and woman get pregnant. This is the 2-year plan. First 2 years are debt-free. You don't have to pay the government anything back. So she doesn't get to drag him in the court and the court doesn't say, you owe us money for investing in your child through food programs, through early Head Start programs. Because in those 2 years, the boy has the option, or not an option, he has the demand of the co-man to then go to a trade school. You have to go to a trade school, which incentivizes the United States to do it because we need more tradespeople. We don't have enough carpenters, we don't have enough electricians, we don't have enough people building roads. In my community, the girls are going to college and graduating. They have no men to marry because the boys are not going to college in the same way. My teachers were married to tradesmen. My teacher, who we call doctor, her husband owned a locksmith company. Her husband was a carpenter, was a mechanic. It's to help mothers. Then it can be attached where we're not only helping mothers, but helping fathers too. If a boy gets a woman pregnant, not only does she receive TANF, I see your face, right? Good idea. If a woman receives TANF, she receives this, the boy now has a must. You're federally required now to go to trade school. And in those 2 years, what you put out on the other side is a person who's trained, a person who has an incentive to marry, and a person who becomes a taxpayer and not just a taker of tax. So they had a good life. Their kids went to school right the same schools we went to. I think that the incentive to solving the child support problem and a part of solving our infrastructure problem is to incentivize young boys who have gotten a girl pregnant. You must now go through 2 years of trade school.
Oh, wait a minute. So, okay, I like what you're saying.
Let me give you the rest of the answer first.
Okay, go ahead.
After that boy graduates, you get a further incentive if you and the girl marry. If you and the girl marry, we'll give you these incentives: zero finance home loans, something out of HUD the size of an apartment with a leaky faucet and rats and roaches in it, but incentivize marriage, which then strengthens our community, the black community, and strengthens the greater community, because now you have more American marriages, you have people with stronger financial stability, and you have tradespeople married to women of education, and you begin to recreate communities like what Auburn Avenue was or Edgewood was. I believe you can do this from the executive order because the money that funnels down from the feds through the states.
Interesting. Now his plan increases marriages between men and women, making people actually more valuable. See, it's what's the word called? Like professional development, where you develop the individuals and make them more valuable. See, in terms of their utility. That's what their usefulness. Okay, that's what I'm talking about right there. Look. Hopefully that played for you. If it didn't play, we're doomed. But that's something that really should be shared out, and I think we should really be trying to get that plan potentially into the ears of people that could potentially make a difference. Okay. Now a lot of people showed up in the comment section after he said all of that. Okay. One person said, let me see if I can pull it up. It was a very interesting comment. Because, everybody, they all got their viewpoints. Okay. One person said, is Killer Mike even married? I'm tired of people with an opinion that never been through it. Killer Mike responded. He entered the chat. He said, 17 years successfully married. Google is a powerful tool, Bubba. Like, how a person gonna post that and then they didn't even Google it? Okay. The comments continue on and say, what if dude's trying to go to college though? He can't now because he got a kid. He got to be a carpenter. Somebody responded to that person and said, a carpenter is going to make more than 99% of the people who graduate from college anyway. That's facts. Okay. Somebody else said, and what if he doesn't attend trade school? Then what? Ms. Jones said, well, then you have to pay child support, is what I gather. How is this complicated? Ms. Diva said, damn, what's with the negativity? I see what he's saying. Killer Mike is trying to create a family unit. No wonder black folks can't get anywhere. Here we have a black man that is at least offering a way to help build a family as well as the community by getting him on board. Then he get enrolled in a trade school where he could learn a trade to get a good job. Okay? Somebody else say, look, he's trying to solve a problem in our community and everybody has an opinion but not an idea. Y'all got anything better? Yo, Zed. Somebody else said, that sounds great, but that's how dictatorships work. You're basically forcing someone to do something they may not want to do or have no interest in, but I feel like they have to. These people. Somebody responded to that person and said, you do know they send you to jail if you don't pay your child support, right? Like literally take your freedom away. I can't, like, this is the crowd. This is the crowd we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's happening. Now the person actually left their comment up. I just want to throw that out there. They left their comment up. They said, somebody said, yo, you actually kept this comment knowing that you look stupid? Bro, the guy, his name is Big Hova. He said, I stand corrected. I apologize to Killer Mike. And then he said, and I'm going to keep the comment to show that as a grown man, I'm grown enough to apologize. Shout out to the Big Hova. He did apologize in public, and that's a big thing for him to do. A lot of people can't do that, okay? Now somebody came behind that and said, based on his reply, you're eligible for trade school. Come on now, do your research, bro. Hey, look, don't dig the knife in. He already apologized, that's that, okay? It's a tough crowd out here, man. Anyway, let me see. I got 1,000,001 stories, and I don't think I got enough time. Oh my gosh, I'm already at 10 minutes? Only 2 stories? Come on, you can do better than this. All right, fine. Look, Kanye West is pleading with Taylor, the Swifties now, okay? He's begging the Swifties, please don't sink the ship. I can't believe I'm watching this, okay? Somebody posted, they said, Swiftie emergency. Beyonce's new single, Texas Hold'em, is challenging Kanye West for the #1 debut on the Billboard Hot 100. Let's buy and stream Texas Hold'em to block him from the top spot. Remember, he just dragged Taylor on his latest Instagram story. Okay? Kanye West entered the chat. He said, when I said that I'm the new Jesus itch, I wasn't even thinking about Taylor Swift. That was a whole line before, but I appreciate the free promo. Lil Wayne actually mentions Travis Kelce on Vultures 2. Really? This album is actually super positive and fun. It's all about triumphing. Last year was incredibly challenging for me, my wife, my children, friends, and family. I've been banned from hotels, kicked out of companies, and even not allowed to eat in some restaurants. Everyone saw Vultures 1 get taken off of platforms to limit our first week numbers. This reminds me of the mistreatment my people because of the color of our skin. No, Kanye. You can't do that. You cannot do that. This is nothing like how black people are mistreated. You be talking crazy, bro. Kanye be speaking super duper reckless And then when people check them or when they try to be like, nah, man, we ain't gonna let you talk to us like that, then you go pivot over to us because I'm black. No. Just because you're black doesn't entitle you to be able to do insane things. Okay? Oh, I'm black all of a sudden. Well, we been knew you was black. Stop talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? He be talking crazy, man. If y'all saying Kanye don't be talking wild, the man went up on stage, took it while a woman was receiving an award. He ran up on stage and then disrespected during the award ceremony. Imagine if that was done to a black person. We'd have lost it. I mean, come on, bro. Anyway, my bad. He said, this reminds me of the mistreatment of my people because of the color of our skin. No, that line, we crossing that one out. Remember, I was on Taylor's side when Scooter brought her masters behind her back. She and Beyonce are big inspirations to all musicians. We always say how both sell out tours and movies. Also, I'm sure I've been far more helpful to Taylor Swift's career than harmful. To all Taylor Swift fans, I am not your enemy. I'm not your friend either, though. LOL. This guy. I mean, at least he's honest, right? That's what we said about Trump. Also, I didn't get kicked out of the Super Bowl. We left our seats to go to YG's box and see different friends. Because I don't know if y'all heard, but they said that Kanye West got kicked out of the Super Bowl because they said that his seats was right in front of Taylor Swift. So every time the camera would cut to Taylor, you would actually see Kanye. He said, my wife had never been to a Super Bowl, so I wanted to walk around and have a nice time. We had such a fun day. Oh, and to Shaq, I grew up looking up to you. I would love to hang with you and Jamie sometime. Jamie Salter is like a father figure to me. The media may control the narrative, but the people have spoken. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. He apologized. Apparently, he apologized or whatever, and et cetera, et cetera. But here's I guess the other piece of information, Kanye news-wise, connected, okay? The distributor for his new album, Vultures, has taken his album off of all platforms because, according to them, he stole the distribution, okay? So they want the album removed from all platforms. They said late last year, Fuga was presented with the opportunity to release Vultures 1. Exercising our judgment in the ordinary course of business, we declined to do so. We declined to do so. On Friday, February 9th, 2024, a long-standing Fuga client delivered the album Vultures 1 through the platform's automated processes, violating our service agreement. Therefore, Fuga is actively working with its DSP partners and the client to remove Vultures 1 from our systems. Close quote. Translation, lady, please pick up after your dog. Oh, you're not going to do it, huh? Wow. Translation, they're removing all of his stuff, okay? So, you know, I don't know. Between that and the Swifties working against him, I mean, I guess he's having a rough week. Listen, the Super Cup champions, right? They were interviewed on their driving influences, and their response was sent to 1 million inmates. Take a listen to who the Super Cup champions say help them out, their driving influence. Take a listen real quick.
My faith has helped me become a better person. It's helped me become a better leader, a better role model. It's something I live by every single day.
It's my favorite. Just trust the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understandings, and always submit to me and make your path straight. So
yeah, you just always have to have somebody to have faith in and trust in, and you know that's Jesus Christ. And yeah.
Maria and I, my wife and I, are very grounded Christians. She's the best example in my life of how to lead a Christian life, and so we try to make that the foundation of everything we do and what we're involved in. And quite frankly, you couldn't get through the ups and downs of NFL football during the season if you didn't have that.
The burden of life is heavy, but you know, he can carry that burden for us.
You know, he's always with you no matter what. You know, he gives us a second chance always. It's just as long as you know, accept him and turn to him, you know, redeemed us through his death and resurrection on the cross. It's just everything.
He's the answer. He's always been the answer. Anybody who believes, man, can't make it without him, and you got to be strong in your faith every day, just to make it through each day.
And Jesus will always have your back. He will always forgive you, no matter what you do.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, faith is so important. You see all of us, a lot of different players. That's the first thing they talk about when they get up on stage, big moments and normal moments as well. But faith is so important.
Ooh, look at all the mad devils. Look at all the devils mad out there. Let me give you this one, okay? Troy Ave has started his prison sentence because Troy Ave has turned himself in. Now, I don't know if you remember, but back in 2016, he fired a gun in the Irving Plaza in New York City, right? This is back in like 2016, and there was a little bit of a shootout. Someone got killed. I believe it was it his bodyguard? I think it was his bodyguard, Ronald McFadden. Yeah, he was killed. Tax Stone was sentenced to 35 years. And Troy Ave testified against him in court. So that got him a shorter sentence, okay? He had to go to court today. And apparently, I guess he's turning himself in, right? Take a look real quick.
All right, y'all, here it go. About to run up in the court. You might keep me, you might not see me for a while. But just know, the streets is a myth. All them people that was in the car with me, I ended up taking the guns. You know what I'm saying? Somebody shot at me, instead of me laying down and dying, I'd have been a hero or martyr. I took the gun and bust back. You know what I'm saying? And here you have it. Here go the consequences. But we don't cry over spilled milk. We take the lemons and we make lemonade. You feel me? God is great and the paper straight. Y'all keep supporting. Y'all keep running it up. Send the prayers up. Prayers count more than anything, you heard? And, kids straight, family straight, fans straight. I'm up out of here, y'all.
That man said, about to run up in the court. They might cheat me, you might not see me for a while, but just know the streets is a myth. All them people that was in the car with me, I end up taking the guns. Somebody shot at me, and instead of laying down and dying, I'd have been a hero, a martyr. I took the gun and bust back. Yeah. And he goes, there you have it. Here come the consequences. We don't cry over spilled milk. Yeah, so he's going to be... A lot of people was like, yo, but didn't he tell in court? Yeah, but I think in New York, like, even if you busting a gun, like, it ain't Texas. It's not Georgia. You know what I mean? You just can't play them games, okay? You can't play them games. I believe he is sentenced to 1 year. I want to say 1 year, okay? According to his attorney stated, he said, let me see if I can pull the attorney. His attorney said, Roland was sentenced to on February 9th to 1 year jail on his plea to attempted criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. Under the law, he must serve 8 months to satisfy the sentence. Since he previously spent almost 2 months in jail before he made bail, the remaining balance of time he must serve is a little over 6 months. I love the fact that he said the streets is a myth. Yeah, y'all better, a lot of y'all better wake up. I know a lot of y'all want to be, y'all want to belong to the streets. You don't see the end of it. Like, if you, I'm super street, I'm street. You don't got enough wisdom to see all the way down the road what the end of the street is. It's a dead end street. The streets is a dead end. Like, how do you not know this? It's like, it's not even hidden knowledge. It'd be one thing if we were talking about the streets, like if we were talking about like a Diddy party or something like that, where you can't know the details of what went down. The streets is, it's a dead end. Like, if you don't know that by now, then you like I don't even want to talk about the kind of bus you belong on potentially. Okay. I mean, I don't even want to disrespect. Well, hold on for a second. All right, where we at over here, man? I don't even know if I can do shout outs today. Yeah, we're gonna have to skip this Meek Mill story because yeah. We're gonna listen. Bow Wow has a strong message concerning the addiction to lean, and it's important for you to hear it. Okay, take a listen to what Bow Wow had to say about his lean addiction. Take a listen real quick.
So I'll never forget, me and Chris we were on our tour. I was co-headlining with Brown. The open night was in Cincinnati. When I got off the stage, I collapsed. And I was like, what the f? And I went straight to Cincinnati University Hospital. I'm talking about my stomach was so fucked up that I end up going back home to Atlanta after the first show. So mind you, I miss Baltimore, I miss Chicago, and I miss Detroit. Like these big Bow Wow markets, like huge markets. And I'm sitting in the hospital, not knowing what the f going on. And when I get back home, this shit gets worse. Like I'm throwing up, I'm shivering in the bed, I'm sweating, I'm going through it. I go to the hospital again, bro. This is summertime. I pull up to the Gwinnett Hospital here in Atlanta with like 2 hoodies on and sweats. You know how to get in Atlanta? Hot as a motherfucker, hot as shit. I'm fucking freezing, bro. Like I'm cold as f. And what happened was I didn't know that I was having withdrawals. That's how much lean we was consuming. Like, and I owned my tour bus. I had a tour bus at the time. So, you know, we not even paying attention. I'm not paying attention. I'm doing this. Like, you know, all the homies, we all just doing this. We be eating. I'm like, yo, stop scratching. Like, but this itching. Like, real lean sippers know when they see this part, they're like, that ain't capping about that shit. Hell yeah, when you a real lean sipper, that shit, like, that shit be itching. Like it's coming out your pores type shit. And you know, I had to get right, man. And you know, God rest her soul, I had the best publicist ever, Patty Webster. You know, she ended up putting out a press release, and you know, I was home in Atlanta. I saw the news, and the rapper Bow Wow was hospitalized. Meanwhile, I'm at home recovering, and you know, for dehydration. Well, no dehydration. I was up off lean early, like.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. I mean, hey, look. I'm glad he got right. I'm glad Bow Wow got right, man. And I think messages like this gotta go out because what's crazy is that. Like a lot of rappers wouldn't have known, like a lot of people wouldn't have done lean without rap promoting it. You know what I mean? But they promoted the drug use and it's just really destroying them, man. And we don't hear enough of the artists talking about how it destroys. We heard Meek Mills mention it. We're hearing Bow Wow mention it. We need a lot of the artists to mention it, but they don't want to, a lot of them. You know what I mean? They just want to continue to promote it and rap about it. Maybe that's why a lot of the rap, like you don't hear rappers way more than you should because all the ones that were promoting lean, all sick. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think it's a small price to pay for promoting the drug use, right? It's a small price to pay. Small price to pay. Listen, but we glad that Bow Wow got better, man. You know what I mean? Let me do my shout outs real quick. I'm feeling really been out of shape. Matter of fact, yo, shout out to P is Me. P is Me said, Celeb, the nasal shack attack breathing is priceless. You're truly missing your calling, my brother. You should be on the stage. I thought I was on stage. This ain't the stage? Gem Mac said, Celeb, something's going on with your like count. 1 hour in, it appears that you don't have any likes, so we know that can't be right. Tell YouTube to stop playing with your algorithm. Love your work when you do the gritty, whispery voice. I don't know what the gritty, whispery voice you're talking about, but I wonder if that's my Shaq voice. Listen, yeah, I don't know what's up with the algorithm. The algorithm be playing. They be playing your boy. Evolving Media said, this is my first time posting a comment, but I've been watching you for about a year. Or so. You make me laugh so much. I love watching. Did I lose it? I love watching your show. It's an addiction. Also love that you're a Christian. I think that's what she said. All right. We look, Evolving Media. We appreciate you watching and like, you know, loving our content, man. Where we at over here? Is that my last shout out? No. Devon Wilson. My man said, yo, man, he had that reverse Uno in his pocket talking about swing. What you talking about? The Yellow Beezy video, man. You know what I mean? Where he had the whatchamacallit in his pocket, waiting for the white boy to swing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he called himself. He called himself a white boy. Don't be looking at me crazy. All right. And lastly, shout out to Trey Santiago. My man is always locked in. He been locked in for years, man. That's all he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Look, he locked in longer than y'all. Well, let me just keep it going. I was gonna say your baby daddy. Listen. Where we at over here? All right, look. There's been an arrest for the murder of Black Youngster's brother, and the arrest was on somebody by the name of Randy Ewing. Ayo, take a listen.
Behind bars tonight after being captured by U.S. Marshals. 28-year-old Randy Ewing was taken into custody in Parkway Village last night after he was spotted by U.S. Marshals and the MPD fugitive team in the area of Crichton Avenue. He was wanted on second-degree murder charges for the shooting in August of Temanuel Benson, the brother of Memphis rapper Black Youngster. Ewing will be in court tomorrow for his arraignment.
Yeah. Yeah, they got an arrest, man. So, I mean, we'll see how that plays out, man. I mean, they arrested the man. We'll see how that whole situation plays out. And finally, let's wrap this bad boy up. I'm ready to roll. Look, remember when we told you the man accused of ending the life of young Dolph requested that no one on the jury be from Memphis? And I was like, man, good luck getting that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Look, I was like, what you think this is, bro? You want a PlayStation 5 too, man? You with a Gears of War on it? You want PlayStation 5 with Gears of War? Maybe Xbox will make that happen too, because you asked. Well, apparently the judge is like, Celeb, shut the flip up, all right? Because the judge, Jennifer Mitchell, has agreed that jurors from the Memphis area couldn't give Johnson a fair trial. She stated this. She said, this court is aware that jurors from Shelby County will not be able to lay aside their opinions or impressions and render a verdict based on the evidence presented. Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith Jr., they both have maintained their innocence. They both have pleaded not guilty. And they don't got to worry about the crowd from Memphis being their jurors. You know what I'm saying? Interesting stuff, man. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, hit us with a sub. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.